Hey everyone, welcome to another video about One Church software. That's the member data software that we use at PCM for tracking all of our church information. Today we're going to be talking about giving and your financial information. Now, if you have not logged into One Church, I recommend you watch this introduction video first. You really need to set up your account and know the basics of getting into One Church before you jump into today's topic, which is financial information. So let's go ahead and just jump right there. So we go to our login screen on our computer and we are going to log in. My password and ID were already there. And we are going to jump right to my profile, which is in the upper left, the link. We're going to go there, click that, opens my profile. And now we're going to spend all of our time in this tab here where it says giving. So we let that fill out. So in an overview, it has information of how much I gave last year, how much I gave this year, and then also down important here is our family settings. For those of you who are a household, you probably want these set to combined so that if either of you gives giving, it shows up together. Now, as I scroll down the page, these are all my giving. Now, my wife Brenda and I, we have automatic withdrawal every 2 weeks. Money just goes right to the church, and you can see all these transactions here. Now, but before we get there, we had to set it up. So let's really start at the first place, and that is payment methods. So I'm going to click on this tab right here that says payment methods, and it's going to call up two options for me. I can either set up a debit/credit card, or I can set up a bank account. In my case, I've got both set up here. I can go either route. And it's pretty much just like setting up any other payment you make, whether it's to Amazon or Walmart online or whoever you make a payment to. You just add new, and it's going to ask for your bank card information. Or in the case of bank account, it's going to ask for account number and routing number, and then it's going to set it up for you. So you have to have something set up if you want to give online. Now, when you're giving online, if you want to set a regular schedule similar to what Brenda and I do, you can then come to this schedule tab and disregard these bottom two. These were test ones. We actually only have one set up, but you can see it says biweekly, and our next transaction is December 9th, and an amount is there. So you can set up, do you want to pay once a month, once a week, every 2 weeks? Whatever you want to do. If you want it regularly to come out of your either bank account or your debit credit card, you can set it up to have it happen automatically for you. Now, also while we're in here for giving, there is a pledge tab here, and you can see what you have pledged to the church. If you did the electronic form a few weeks back as part of the stewardship campaign, that information was then plugged in here for you. And as you give, you see how it tracks it. Now, this is 2022, these bottom three here that I'm showing, and you'll see two of them say 100%. One was our commitment to the 3-year capital campaign, which we've completed, so it says 100%. We also gave to the per capita, and that's 100%. And then the middle one here, the general fund, because it happens every 2 weeks and we are getting late in the year, now we are at 92%. And then if you look at these top two, these are our pledges for 2023, and of course nothing has gone into those yet. Now if I go back over to my transactions, that is the screen we started at, and you can see all the transactions. Now, a couple of things on this. If you want to have something printed for your records, although the church will send you giving statements, you can create one anytime you want here. It says generate statement, and if I do that and I want it as a PDF, and I'm going to hit generate PDF, and there it is. I could print my giving statement at any time I want. So I can do that. And then if you are someone who is, say, more into Excel spreadsheets or something like that, if we come down here under this actions, I can actually export that. So what's great about this is I can see my giving. Now, if you don't set up an automatic payment and you just mail a check to the church or put it in an envelope with cash with your name on it, the church accountant is going to plug that into your One Church account, and you will still see this in this transaction list here. If you were to give it to the church. Now here, like down here, I've got one cash here that I gave, but it still shows up in there. Otherwise, the rest of them are all automatic bank withdrawal or debit card, and they're showing up there. So it's an easy way to give to the church. It's an easy way to give automatically to the church, but even more importantly, it's an easy way to see what you've given. Now, let's say you want to give a one-time gift. We're going to go up here on the top left. This blue button is here. And we're going to hit Give Now. And it gives us a screen. And I'm just going to put in $1. And it's going to then populate with my information. And I don't want this to go to the offering. I want to give this to, say, the Christmas Joy offering. So I've opened this little drop-down menu, and I come down here and hit Christmas Joy. And how often? I only want this one time. I don't want this out of my bank account. So I click on Visa card. And then if I would hit Give, it would give the thing. Now, one other important thing to show you right here. It's kind of small, but right here it says add 3 cents to cover processing fee. Because the church does get hit with credit card processing fees for using your debit card. That's very standard in any business. But if you want the church to get the full $1, actually I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to add another zero. I'm going to make it $10. And in this case, it's 28 cents. So I'm going to give $10.28. 28 cents of it is going to cover the credit card fee, and then the church is going to get the full $10 I want to get it. So hopefully you will consider doing that if you give online and cover the fees also, so the church is not paying those fees. So that's using the giving and financial information on One Church. Hopefully you found that helpful. It's a great tool, and we hope you make use of it. If you do have additional questions, don't hesitate to contact myself or contact Becky Woodholm, the church administrator. Both of us would be happy to help you out. Anyway, look for more videos on One Church, and we'll see you next time.